Looking for an easy and pretty crochet stitch that uses basic crochet stitches to complete? If you are, why not try the Twig Stitch and Crochet? It's a beautiful dense crochet fabric that's a 2-row repeat, and it only uses single crochets and chains to complete. If you're ready to learn, I'm Rachel from Hope Corner Farm, and by day I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet. And let's grab a hook and some yarn, and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment, let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. For today's crochet stitch tutorial, you're going to have to know how to chain and how to single crochet stitch. I am going to show you how to do those stitches, but if you need more detailed tutorials for those stitches, I've included links to tutorials for those in the description below. For today's tutorial, you're going to have to grab a few things. So first off, you're going to need a crochet hook. I personally am going to use a size J 6.0 millimeter crochet hook. You're also going to need some yarn. I personally am using a size 4 medium weight yarn in this teal color. As far as yarn and hook size go, use whatever works best for you. You're also probably going to need a pair of scissors for cutting your project free when you are done, and you may want a yarn needle if you make this stitch into an actual project. Today's crochet tutorial is written using US crochet terms. To begin, for the twig stitch, we need to start by chaining an odd number. Any odd number will do, so I'm going to chain 15 for this tutorial. So just a refresher, to chain, you're going to yarn over and pull through the loop, and each time you do that, that's one chain. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 chains. I just want to point out that you could alternatively start this project with a foundation single crochet stitch in an even number. Any even number would work. And the foundation single crochet would take the place of a chain start and row 1. So just keep that in mind. If you choose the foundation single crochet start, you're going to skip to row 2 after completing a foundation single crochet. For row 1, we're going to begin by working into the second chain from the crochet hook, so 1 and 2. I personally am going to work into the back bump of the chain, but you can work into the chain however you normally do. There is no right or wrong way for this stitch. Into the second chain from the crochet hook, we are going to single crochet stitch. So without yarning over, we're going to insert our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through the chain. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through both loops, and that completes one single crochet stitch. We are going to place one regular single crochet stitch in each chain across, so row 1 is just a simple row of single crochet stitches all the way across. I'm going to hurry to the end here, and I'll show you what this looks like at the end of row 1. So here is the completed row 1, all single crochet stitches. For row 2, you are going to start by chaining 1 and then turning your work. Into the very first stitch, we're going to place 1 single crochet stitch. Now we're going to get into our repeat for the row, and the repeat is as follows. We're going to skip 1 stitch, and into the next we're going to place a single crochet, chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet in that same stitch. So all into that same stitch, we single crochet, chain 1, single crochet stitch. And then we repeat. We skip 1 stitch, and into the next we place a single crochet, chain 1, and then a single crochet stitch. Repeat, skip, into the next, single crochet, chain 1, and then a single crochet stitch. Skip, single crochet, chain 1, and then a single crochet. Skip, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. We have 1 more repeat. We're going to skip and into the next we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet stitch, and then you should have 1 stitch remaining for your row, and into that very last stitch we're going to place a regular single crochet stitch. And that completes row 2. For row 3, we're going to start by chaining 1 and turning our work. Into the very first stitch, we're going to place a regular single crochet stitch. Now we're going to get into our repeat for the row. So this row is worked all into the chain 1 spaces from the previous row. Now those can be a little hard to see, but they are definitely the chain 1 spaces are these little peaks that happen here on this row. So the little bump up, that's the chain 1 space, and that's where we're going to work. So right underneath that bump up space, so right into this little space right here, we're going to place 3 single crochet stitches. So there's 1, 2, and 3 single crochets all into that same chain 1 space. And again, we repeat. We skip over here to the next chain 1 space. Here's my little bump up. So this is the space kind of down here that I'm working into. And I'm going to place 3 single crochet stitches into it. So until we get to the end of the row, we're going to be working in those chain 1 spaces only. So here, 3 stitches, 3 single crochet stitches. Come over here, 3 single crochet stitches. Come over here, 3 single crochet stitches. Come over here to our last chain 1 space from the previous row, so right here, and work 3 single crochet stitches. Now when you get to the end of the row, you will have 2 stitches remaining, so 1 and 2. So into this very last stitch of the row, so right here into this space, you're going to work a regular single crochet stitch, and that completes row 3. For row 4, we're going to start by chaining 1 and then turning our work. Yet again, we're going to work a regular single crochet in this very first stitch. Now we're going to skip 1 stitch, and into the next we're going to place a single crochet, chain 1, and then a single crochet stitch. Now we're going to get into the repeat for the row. Now the repeat's a little bit different than what we have been doing. For the repeat, we're going to skip 2 stitches, so 1 and 2, and into the third, we're going to place the single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. So this is different than what we've been doing. So we're going to skip 2, so here's 1 and 2, and then into the third, we place a single crochet, chain 1, and then a single crochet. Again, repeat, skip 2, into the third, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, skip 2, into the third, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, skip 2, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, skip 2. Here's our last repeat, so single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. When you get to the end of the row, you should have 2 stitches remaining, so you're going to skip 1 stitch, and into the very last stitch, you're going to work 1 regular single crochet stitch. And that completes row 4. For the remaining rows of this project, you are going to simply repeat row 3, then row 4, row 3, row 4. So this is a 2-row repeat crochet stitch where you alternate row 3 followed by row 4, row 3 followed by row 4. Just remember row 4 is going to give you these little spikier edges, whereas row 3 is a little bit more rounded and a little more flat. As far as the finishing row goes, you could end after a repeat of row 3 or a repeat of row 4. Either works. Row 3 is a slightly straighter edge, whereas row 4 is a slightly bumpier edge, but both work. Notice that the side of this stitch has a little bit of a bumpiness as well, so that matches either of these tops when you're considering what finishing stitch you're going to use. And that's how to twig stitch and crochet. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos. And if you're looking for a stitch that has a similar feel to this one, check out my spider stitch tutorial right here. And I hope you have a wonderful day.